Where's my glove? Oh, I've got it on. Well, that's a good start. Morning, folks. I totally forgot about the remote for the drift last night. Flat as a pancake, and I forgot to charge it. It was a long old day yesterday, wasn't it? If you're still with me, thanks very much. Spent the night in Perth. Got a cracking deal at a Best Western. Got it for 48. Not bad at all. It's an alright room. Be a great location as well. So, if you're coming to Perth, use the Best Western. Go on booking.com, and that's where I got the deal. Anyway, I am off to Edinburgh at the moment, the south of Edinburgh, to meet up with Kev McCaig. I met Kev and his lovely wife Samantha, years ago, before I left, at Silverstone when I was there with Bridgestone. And they've kept in touch ever since, to be honest. Nice folks. And they're currently expecting the first kiddie, which is great news. I'm not sure what the crack is, don't know if he's coming to join me or if he has to get back. But then I have to head down to Jedburgh, where I'm going to meet Gordon Stuart, the Arctic rider. That's his Twitter handle. Gordon's done some great rides for charity. He seems a lovely bloke. I've never actually met him face to face. We just dealt with each other on social media, messaging and stuff. So it'll be great to meet the man. And we are going to ride through some good roads, hopefully heading down towards the border, where Gordon's going to peel off, and then I'm pretty much alone then. I've not really got any plans for the rest of the day, until maybe after lunch, when hopefully I'll be able to meet up with my mate Mark, who I'm staying with tonight, him and his lovely wife Sarah. And I've just realised I'm nearly out of fuel. Today's going to be good. So, just met up with Kev. He's on his Ducati Multistrada, and he's going to take me down to Jedburgh. It's a bit of a shock to the system coming back to traffic again. Leaving Perth, it was supposed to be about an hour straight to where I was meeting Kev, but the traffic was terrible. I've not had that yet, actually, on this whole trip. Look at that. Good Scottish weather. Oh, jeez. They love their speed cameras in Scotland. There's loads of them down here, not in the west and the north. Revenue makers, that's all they are. To the rolling hills of the borders. Right, let's have some fun. I don't know why, but I've woken up with status quo in my head. You gotta love the quote. I would imagine in the dry this would be a very fast road. No wonder the speed cameras everywhere. Lots of big sweeping bends. Ooh, 8:43. I might actually be on time, Gordon. No, I should have said that, something's gonna happen. Not been bad for time actually. I was very late for the lads at Moffat. I do apologise, chaps. I was like an hour late, I think, there. Didn't even get to meet up with the chaps yesterday. Peter Brownsmith had come all the way up to near Loch Lomond to try and meet me, and we just the stars couldn't align there. We were always one step ahead of each other and just never quite did it. There was Bill coming from Aberdeen, there was Kev and a whole load of others were going to meet me at Tom and Towel. It just didn't happen yesterday. It was a massive day, massive, 685 miles, and there was no motorway in that. That was all A and B roads, single track roads, but it was a lot of fun. And then I was late for Kev this morning. It's not too bad, especially for me, that's not too bad. Anyway, where is he? Oh, right then. We got to Jedburgh, but unfortunately Gordon's been held up, so we're going to meet him down at the English border. Kev's going to come with me, meet up with Gordon. Kev will have to fire back, and then Gordon and I will continue down. How you doing, man? How you doing, Gordon? How's it going, man? Good to see you. How you keeping?
Bit wet, but apart from
This is Kev. Kev, this is Gordon.
Gordon, how you doing?
Yeah, it's a little bit bleak, isn't it?
Only 20 miles down the road, like further east, it's beautiful.
Is it?
Sunshine, and then I only just put my suit on now. So.
Yeah, those roads would be fun in the dry.
They're great in the dry. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful view.
Yes, great, yeah.
So I don't know what you want to do. I mean, I thought about going to Kielder, but the weather's looking shit over there. Could head out to the east coast, and that's a nicer ride. And
Yeah, whatever you recommend.
Yeah.
Are you going to come along for a bit, or do you need to shoot back?
yeah, I'm sure my phone.
No bother. I'll have to get the obligatory photo, video in front of the sign. I'll just do it with my phone to save fanning about. This is nice, isn't it? Where's my glove? Oh, I've got it on. Nice. Right, I'm recording now. Do something funny and intelligent. Nice one. Let's go to the seaside. Right, so I think now Gordon's going to take us south and east. Alrighty, to try and find some sunshine. We shall see. It's bleak up here, man. I have been along this road before, on the Teapot trip actually, on my way up to meet the Fireblade boys. And it was pretty much exactly like this. But I bet you if you get a dry day, this would be a lot of fun. Not going to get Martin up in this, are we? I feel a little bit weird calling the drone Martin, but it seems right. The issue is I have a friend called Martin. Doris, the one that took me out the first time to fly the drone. So when I say, looking forward to getting Martin up this morning, well, it draws a few chuckles amongst my lot. I see clear sky. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Who'd have thought England would put a smile on my face? Bought a GS, I've got married, and England's put a smile on my face. Sheesh. Rochester. Not the Rochester I know. Oh, fatigue is setting in. Oh, look at that road. Wow. Oh yeah, Chateau, Creperie. Take it this is quite well to do then. Otterburn. Now why is Otterburn ringing bells? Was there a battle here? Otterburn. Or was it because it sounds like Bannockburn? Google it and let me know please folks. Thank you all. There's been no rain here at all. Wow, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Great roads, but they're quite bumpy, but they're lovely and twisty, undulating, that's the word. In the village of Heppel at the moment. Right, we've just got to find some fuel, so Sat-Nav is leading the way presently, and it's found some good roads. Well, in typical smart fashion, I forgot to switch the camera back on, so you missed that last section, which was entertaining, single track sort of goat track. Basically, it took us down. Well, Kev's had to turn round and shoot off back home. It was really good to see him again, and Gordon is now going to take me on a bit of a tour down towards the coast. I love this bike. Good lad, Herman. So Gordon rode that bike all the way up to the Arctic Circle, up to Nordkapp in Norway, and he did it for charity. So we're going to grab a bite to eat, and I'm going to have a little chat to him about that. Right folks, here with Gordon Stuart, the Arctic rider. So we're going to have a wee chat about what he's been up to and what we've got planned for the future. So, hi Gordon.
Hello.
What's your name? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, so I'm Gordon Stuart, also known as the Arctic Rider, based in Newcastle upon Tyne in north east of England. And yeah, I like to ride my motorbike and try and raise some money for charity in the process.
Mm-hmm. And we met through social media, wasn't it? Twitter?
I think it was Twitter or Facebook or one of the two, yeah, when you were doing the build up to your second launch, your world trip, and I was attempting to go up to up to the Arctic in Norway.
Yes, tell us all about that one then.
Yeah, so in 2014 did 6,500 miles to the Arctic and back from Newcastle to raise some money for a brain injury charity called Rever, who helped my little brother. And it was a big challenge for me. Never done a super long distance tour like that before. Did it on my sports tourer, Suzuki GSX 650F. That's the same one that I've got now, and it was just a blast. It was really long days in the saddle, 500-mile days every day for 3.5 weeks to get there and back in the time frame. Hit some pretty cold weather up in the Arctic, but actually I was really lucky. No snow, not large amounts of rain, and it was an epic trip, and really want to try and emulate it and do some other stuff like that to raise even more money for charity.
What is next then?
Well, so last year I did my first iron butt ride where I did Land's End to John O'Groats in 18.5 hours, which I wouldn't quite call an iron butt afterwards. It was a sore arse. But next year in 2018 I'm planning to take on the Dalton Highway, so one of the world's most dangerous roads.
That's the Ice Road Truckers, right? Ice
Road Truckers, yeah. I think if you watch series 2 to 4 of Ice Road Truckers. And just going to fly over to Anchorage and get a bike out there and just try and ride up and down the Dalton within about a week and see if it's as scary and as dangerous as everyone says it is. One day I want to try and do a round the world trip, but with having kind of a young family, for me it's about what can I do in a short amount of time that's a challenge, which is hopefully going to raise a bit of cash for some other charities that need it.
That's it. Are you going to do it for the same charity?
So I'm going to do for 2 charities. So firstly for Rever, who I did the Arctic ride for, but then another charity called Tiny Lives Trust, who I did my iron butt ride for. So they're a charity based here in Newcastle who help premature and sick newborn babies, because my little girl Isla was born prematurely.
Oh,
so
was she? I
yeah,
didn't realise that.
Yeah. So they helped me and my wife quite a lot, and also helped her when she was spending some time in her incubator. So it's my way of trying to give something back for something that's helped me.
And is everything under the same Twitter handle?
Yeah. So I'm still at Arctic Ride 2014, based on my first Arctic ride that I did, and every other social media platform you just search for the Arctic Rider and you'll find my pretty face smiling at you.
Good stuff. Well, I look forward to following the Dalton Highway one for sure.
Thanks very much.
And no doubt we'll meet up again. Thank you very much for showing us round the roads. It's been a good morning. Really enjoyed it.
More than welcome.
Right, well, that was great. I have a bite to eat there and have a good chat with Gordon. So Gordon's just going to show us a few more roads before he takes me back to the A1, and then I can start heading south down to Mark and Sarah's. Good lad, Gordon. Very nice chap. Equally pleasant in person as he is on social media. I'm looking forward to following his Dalton Highway trip. I'm quite envious actually. I'm hopefully going to be doing the Americas again in 2019, but it all depends on money, to be honest. Oh man, I've been fed. I was tired before. God, now I've been fed. Baby. These endurance runs, as long as you keep going, you can get by on adrenaline really, to be honest with you. But as soon as you sort of relax, take your foot off the gas, it hits you like a brick. Alright Gordon, thanks very much man, really appreciate it, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll meet up and come down my bit, we'll hit some roads down there. Alright bud, look after yourself, alright? Cheers now. And then there was one. Right. Right, I've got to head down sort of Retfordish way to where some friends of ours live. I'm going to spend the evening with them. Very much looking forward to it. I've got a few hours to kill before I head down there. So I've been recommended to head to Whitby. I'm sort of Berrington at the moment, north of Newcastle. And I've been told that the run from Whitby to Scarborough, the coastal road, is well worth a little try. So I'm heading to Whitby and I'll look for this coastal road. Gotta admit, I am feeling it now. I just shattered today. Blimey, it's 20 degrees. Been a difference from the 9 that it was in places yesterday. I've just been riding along on this awesome road, the A171 heading to Whitby, whooping and hollering, having a great time, and then realised that the battery was dead in the drift. Here's hoping that the next section off the A171 is every bit as good as the first, and I get stuck behind a Land Rover. Fast bit of road this, very fast. You'd have a lot of fun on a sports bike. Oh, that smells fresh. Alright folks, we'll dispatch of this quite soon. Wow, look at that over there. I think that is the North Yorkshire Moors, I think. Yeah, this could be a proper hooligan road. Very fast. If you caught this early morning, wow, be a good road. Still is a good road, but it's just a lot of traffic. But sometimes that adds to the fun. Jesus Christ, this bike has some grunt. The top end feels like it wants to pull your arms off. I like it. I likes it. I likes it. Oh good. Birds just shat on my visor. Excellent work. Ah, that'll be Whitby. What's Whitby famous for? I can't remember. I bet it's something awesome and I've forgotten and I won't go and see it. I could stop and Google it, but I don't like stopping. Oh look, that's the number plate for my mate. Still on the A171, this time heading to Scarborough. Road where you get yourself in a lot of trouble. Oh lovely, this is Pucker, nice one Mark, good man, recommending this one. I know these lines might look solid but they're actually broken, must be the frame rate or something. There's a nasty little bend that. I'm 130 kilograms, the bike is, oh god, change gear, why didn't I change gear? The bike is 220, it's 350 kilograms, coming in on the hoof, and I'm not getting my braking right a lot of the time, so hard on the brakes and trail braking in and round corners. These tyres are unreal, the abuse they're putting up with, impressive, very impressive. Sports bike tyres, in particular sports touring tyres, are so good these days. Come on, get out of the way, traffic. Good call, Mark. I'm just following the sat-nav now. Got to Scarborough and then chucked in Marcus Ayres' place. And this is the route it's taken me, which so far, I turned off the main road and it started to get quite twisty. I think this is the A164. I think, no, this is the B1249. I'll be glad to get to my bed tonight. Nearly there, just had to stop off and get some gifts, can't turn up empty-handed. It's surprising what you can fit in a BMW top box. There's travel essentials, camera, a drone, an extension lead, a bottle of gin and a bottle of Scotch whisky. Job done. I don't like that rippled tarmac, it always makes me a little bit nervous. Yeah, buddy. How's it going, man?
Right.
Oh, hold the phone. I see Melton Mowbray on my map. Home to the British pork pie. It's like the best shop in the world. Oh.
Sem contar com calabouço, Flamengo e Botafogo. Uca, praia vermelha,